Hello, welcome to Bakinglady tutorials. Today I'm going to show you how to make some really fun party food. You can have these on a picnic or you can just blow people's minds if you have a party, because these hot dogs are not quite what they seem. I've got onion, I've got my hot dog in my bun with some ketchup, but none of it is savoury, it's all sweet. My onion is made from sliced melon. My bun is a brioche bun, so it's nice and sweet. My ketchup is actually a toffee sauce that I've coloured red. And my sausage, well, my sausage is the biggest surprise of all because it's actually made using Caramac. Caramac is a chocolate that you can get in the UK that is caramel flavoured, and it's absolutely delicious. If you can't get Caramac, which you might not be able to do abroad, then just use some white chocolate and then you can colour it to get the right colour and a little bit of extra flavour with either molasses, or you can use some gravy browning or even a touch of brown food colouring. But you want a toffee flavoured chocolate if you can possibly get it. So it's nice and easy to make. And what you need first of all is you need to make your toffee sauce. Now, I use digital scales because they're so much easier. I know different places do different, different countries do different measurements. You can use cups, but digital scales are just the easiest things to use. I'm using my saucepan straight on top, and for the first things that we need for our sauce are 50 grams of butter. That goes straight into the saucepan. I have actually already weighed this out, but you can see that one's coming at 56, but it's because my spoon's in there. And then I'm also going to add in 70 grams of soft light brown sugar. So that goes in. And the last ingredient I need for my toffee sauce is, let me just zero this back out again, is 80 grams of double cream. Double cream, you guys, I know in the States call it heavy cream, but in the UK we call it double cream. So we want 80 grams, and there was 80 grams in my little bowl. I'm probably about 2 grams short. A couple of grams either end is not going to harm and it's not going to hurt you. So what you do now is you actually put this onto the stove. I'm not going to demonstrate this bit. And all I'm going to do is melt it and melt everything together. It's nice and easy. And while that is melting and combining, I'm going to show you what to do with the melon. So I've just got a slice of melon here. You're going to cut the skin off and get rid of that. I'm using honeydew melon. And then all you need to do is just cut it into thin strips, just like that, making sure you don't cut your fingers. That's not very good. We don't want any blood in there. I'm just going to give my toffee sauce a stir. So all you're doing literally is melting the butter, the cream and the sugar together, and this will be your toffee sauce that will be your ketchup. So put that back on the stove. And then for your onion, all you need to do is just to chop it nice and thinly into thin strips, just like that, nice and thinly. And when you've got your nice thin strips, just put them into a bowl ready for people to help themselves with. And here's the ones that I did earlier, and they do really look like onions, so just chuck all those in. So you've got a lovely great big bowl of onions. There we go. I'm going to get rid of that. And my toffee sauce is almost done, and then I'll explain to you how you make your sausages, which are really quick and really easy, and it's just a matter of using the microwave. So my sauce is almost done. As soon as my butter, everything else is melted, I'm going to add some of this into it. This is red food colouring. It's a paste. It's very strong. You can get it online. You can get it from specialist cake shops. Don't be tempted to use the liquid red food colouring. It really isn't very good. The gels are okay, but this one is much better. And I'm actually using red extra. You have to excuse the front of my label. It's very well used, as you can see. So my butter is just about melted. And then all I'm going to do, once this is melted, I'm going to add some red food colouring in it to turn it from this brown that it is at the moment into a lovely red colour. If you wanted to make mustard, you could use some bright yellow food colouring and have some mustard on the top of your hot dogs, but I'm going to use red. That's just about melted. So let's turn this into ketchup. You use probably about 1/4 teaspoon or something. I'm going to use my knife just to get it off. If you don't quite have a red enough colour, then you can just add a little bit more. It really isn't an issue. Whoops, there we go. And then this turns, as you can tell, red. It will probably need a little bit more, but you never know. It is very strong, it's very concentrated. There we go, that's looking like ketchup. Then what you need to do is you need to put this into the fridge, into a small bowl, into the fridge, and just let it chill down so that it goes much thicker. And I think, I mean, it probably looks a little bit pink on the camera, but I can assure you that that is red. So don't spill it on your clothes, because it won't come off, and you'll get lovely red tongues. There we go. Right, so that's done. Pour it, as I said, into a small bowl, and then you can use that once it's cold, and you can use that as your ketchup. There we go. Just turn the gas off. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to explain to you about is how to make your sausage mixture. Now, I made this earlier because I wanted to show you how it sets, and I didn't particularly want to have to make another 2 lots because we've got to eat all these, which is great fun, but hey ho. Now, all you need for this is 125 grams of double cream. Double cream is often called heavy cream in the States, but it is just double cream. It's very thick cream, and you need 125 grams, so you need to weigh that. It's not a liquid measurement. You also need 30 grams of liquid glucose. You should be able to get this in most supermarkets. I found this in the baking section of my local supermarket, and it is a thick sugar solution. I don't know what else you guys could use. Maybe corn syrup might be an alternative if you can't get hold of glucose. The other thing that you can use in this country is golden syrup, but I would really recommend, if you can find it, liquid glucose, and that's 30 grams of that. And then the last thing, as I said, is the Caramac chocolate, and you need 300 grams of Caramac chocolate, or you need to use white chocolate. And standard white chocolate, children's chocolate, just add a touch of molasses into it, or some gravy browning, maybe a touch of cocoa. But if you can find toffee coloured or caramel flavoured chocolate, that is really what you want to use. So all you do is weigh your double cream and your liquid glucose straight into your jug, and then you microwave it until it comes to the boil. That's all you have to do. And then once it's come to the boil in the microwave, pop it out, and then just break into it, or have your chocolate already broken up, put it in, give it a stir until it melts, and then just leave it on the side until it goes cold. When it goes cold, it goes very firm, and you can use it in lots and lots of different ways. And I'm going to pipe this onto a tray and then put them into the fridge. So what I've got here is I've got a piping bag. Put your chilled mixture, it takes probably about half an hour, maybe an hour, depending on how warm your kitchen is. If you really can't wait that long, do put it into the fridge, but keep an eye on it. So put that in there like that, just like that. And then, excuse me just for 2 seconds while I get my tray out of the fridge. Okay, I have already piped one just to show you guys, but all you do is cut the end off of your bag. You probably want at least 1 centimetre, and just pipe nice and slowly a long sausage. I always go just slightly over the length of my brioche bun because I want it to stick out at the end. And the brioche bun is the last thing that you need. I found these in the supermarket. You can find them just about anywhere. So I'm going to assemble these. I'm going to show you just how quick and just how easy they are to make. and they are so much fun. Children adore these. So, brioche bun, and you need to cut it down the centre without cutting it all the way through. These are nice and sweet, nice and buttery. Just make sure that you don't split all the way through. And this is the sausage that I made earlier, and I put it into the fridge for about half an hour. And as you can see, you can peel it off. You just peel the sausage off, just like that. Okay, and pop that into your brioche roll. Simple. And then you are going to use some of your onions that you made earlier with your melon. And I like to just dot them on the top. This really freaks people out. They honestly think they're eating sausages and onions, and then you come up and it's like, no, it's not. And then what I did with the sauce that I made earlier, I put it into the fridge, and as you can see, it sets and goes a lot thicker, and then you're able to pipe it. So put it into a piping bag. I've got some here already. And just pipe on top, just to make it look like ketchup. As I said, you can use yellow and make it look like mustard, but I just think that these are so much fun, and the kids love them because it's a bit of toffee coloured flavoured chocolate, melon that they're really not expecting, and then you expect the jam, or you expect the sauce to be jam, and it's not, it's toffee, so it really does throw people. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed watching my hot dog buns, cupcakes, whatever you want to call them. They really are so much fun to make. Surprise your friends this summer, if you get some sunshine that is, and enjoy making them. Anyway, I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.